guys, Sam here. Welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Career Mode series. Last episode, boys, we kicked off Season 2. We made some big transfer signings, and we got all the way up to August 10th, which is our first game, our Premier League season opener against Manchester United at home. Manchester United, who have recently signed Alexis Sanchez, someone that a lot of Arsenal fans are huge fans of, so it's going to be interesting going into this game. Manchester United, just all in all, have a very good team. Another thing that I noticed between episodes is that Bayern signed Cillessen from Spurs, for 49 million euro, which means, listen to this. This is the goalkeepers that they have. Let's just search the goalkeepers and let's look at the keepers they have. Right, there it is. Bayern Munich goalkeepers. They have Cillessen, Courtois, Neuer, and Ulreich. And I know Sven Ulreich is not the best, but Neuer, 93 rating, Cillessen, 87, and Courtois, 86. Are you mad? Are you fucking kidding me? Why do they need what? Who's this? I know Neuer's their starting keeper, so why is Courtois and Cillessen going to Bayern Munich? I do not understand that. And the reason I point that out is that maybe if Cech leaves due to his homesickness, we could probably purchase one of those keepers. Not Cillessen, probably not Neuer, probably the other guy. That's who we're probably going to sign. Maybe, if Cech leaves. It says he's homesick. I haven't had one transfer offer for him. If he wants to stay, I'm very happy to let him stay, but he said he wanted to leave, and then it said he's homesick, and he's not moving. So, we're just going to play it by ear, but we're going to get into this game against Manchester United. If you guys are excited for today's episode, make sure you smash a like on the video. 150 likes would be absolutely fantastic. I know you guys can do it. You guys are absolutely insane, and I want to get the likes going for this Season 2. I want to bump it up to 150. It's a lot to ask for, but please show your support on the video. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for the support. Without further ado, let's take a look at the lineup that'll be taking on Manchester United at the Emirates. Alexis Sanchez, you are going to get booed the fuck out of, mate. I see no reason not to play the full strength lineup here against Manchester United. They have a very good team, so we'll need our full strength team. We have Lacazette, Rodriguez, and Sterling, who are our three new signings. They've already played one game with them. It was the Community Shield game against Spurs where we won. Lacazette, for me, really shone in that game. Rodriguez and Sterling played pretty decent as well. We have Campbell on the right with Verratti and Pjanic in the midfield. Gaia, Laporte, Davis, and Bellerin as a back four with Cech in between the sticks. I've actually just gone ahead and made Davis captain. He is our captain for this season, our new captain. I think it's a very good choice as well. And that is the starting 11. The back four have been solid for me. We had the best defensive record in the league last season, conceding, I believe, 14 goals all season. It might have been 14 or 16, I don't remember, but it was somewhere around that. So this back four, I don't see any reason to change it. Check in between the sticks. Let's get into this game, boys, at the Emirates. Let's kick off our campaign with 3 points. And more importantly, let's start off Manchester United's campaign with 0 points. Great work here, Verratti now. Where's he going to go? He's going to try and loft that over, trying to find James Rodriguez, who gets his head onto it. Despite not being the biggest fellow, he laid it off to Alexandre Lacazette. Lacazette's making a great run. He finds Joel Campbell. Early on, Joel Campbell slots it in the back of the net. And Bernd Leno, oh no, it's not Leno. And Ralph Farman, I believe, is their goalkeeper. Couldn't get to it, and Joel Campbell slots it away. First shot of the game results in a goal just under 12 minutes in. Joel Campbell, who I thought last season was our player of the season. I don't know if you guys agree with that, but I thought he was our player of the season last season, and he's done fantastic to get in the right position. Lacazette doing a lot of the work. Campbell coming in, it's a fantastic finish. 1-0 at the Emirates, nice and early on. Look at Alexis, just watching Campbell, mate. You couldn't even get into our starting 11, Alexis. Gaia does a bit of trickery there to do Iron Robin. Where's he going to go now? He doesn't really have any options, but Lacazette's making himself available. Where's Lacazette going to go? He's going to cut inside. Luke Shaw's trying to chase him. He's going to come back outside. What's Lacazette going to do? He's surrounded by men. He's just going to continue fake shotting and using his pace. Alexandre Lacazette, go for that! Outside the foot. Good save from Farm, and Lacazette is toying with these men. Boo! I can hear the boos, mate, showering across the Emirates as he crosses it in. Cech to take it. Going out wide, using that pace. Go on, Raheem. Accelerate, mate. He doesn't have the most strength. Darmian is making this tough for him. Oh, he's completely ripped Darmian apart. He's going to lay that off to Verratti. If Verratti can get on the end of it, the shot is blocked, though. It's Robin now. Robin finds Schneiderlin. What's Morgan going to do? He's going to lay that off back to Robin right before half time. Can they do something with it? Pereira's at the back post, but he's too small. Jose Gaia. to James. James to Lacazette. What's Lacazette going to do? He's going to turn on his right. Smalling is on him. Smalling's a very good defender. Take nothing away from him. It falls to James Rodriguez, though, with a bit of lucky deflection. What's James going to do? He's going to put that on his left. Is he tackled in the box, ref? I think he was. Rodriguez plays it off to Pjanic. Pjanic finds the run of Joel Campbell. Great vision from Pjanic. Campbell on his left. Tuck that away. I'm telling you, mate, Joel Campbell, he might not have the highest rating, but the man, he's unstoppable. You can't do anything about it. He's on the right, cuts in on his left, finishes it. It's 3 simple steps, and you cannot stop him. Pjanic with a great pass there. Beautiful vision, places it perfectly. Luke Shaw's just not going to get to it at all. Campbell makes him look like a kid on the pitch. I don't know if it caught a deflection there. I think it might have. But either way, Farman wasn't saving it because Campbell did this earlier in the game and he didn't save it. So 2-0, a brace for Campbell, and we are playing some fantastic football. It's Darmian with a heavy touch. It's stolen by Sterling. Sterling lays it off to Miralem Pjanic from outside the box. Pjanic is going to line that up. What a fucking hit from Miralem Pjanic, mate. He's stepped up this game. He's picked up an assist and now a goal with an absolute bolt of a fucking hit. What a shot for Miralem Pjanic. Holy smokes, mate. Sterling just stole it from Darmian with a heavy touch, laid it off to Pjanic, who knew exactly what he wanted to do, and he's blasted that past Ralph Farman. It's not exactly placed in the corner, but such power and dip, the venom in the shot. Farman had no chance. 3-0. Oh my goodness. Miralem Pjanic making it look easy. It's Wayne Rooney now on the left-hand side, whips in the cross. Who's in there? Arda Turan. He's taken down Cech with a fucking brilliant save after the shot from I don't know who, but just sticks his leg out. Great save from Cech. I believe it's Alexis Sanchez as well who's gone for the shot. Good thing Cech saved that. I can't have Sanchez scoring against his former club. There it is, full time, 3-0 here at the Emirates with a fantastic performance. I'm telling you boys, this team feels a lot better with the players that we've brought. Raheem Sterling, the energy he brings on that left-hand side. Same with Lacazette, man. The work rate of Lacazette. He's on the left, he's in the middle, and he's on the right. The man is insane. I'd say the most lackadaisical, the most relaxed player is James Rodriguez. He's very Ozil-like, where he doesn't do a lot of running around, but the things he does are just fantastic. He's close control, and the touches he takes are just incredible, man. And all 3 of them have really stepped up, and I'm so happy with all 3 of them. Campbell gets a brace, Pjanic gets a goal. Oh, what a performance, boys. What a performance. 5 shots, 4 on target with 52% possession to Manchester United's 1 shot, 1 on target, which was Alexis Sanchez's shot, saved by Cech. 48% possession. Great performance here. Farman didn't really have a very good game at all, but we were very clinical with our shots. 3 goals off of 4 shots on target. I'm happy with that. We kick off our campaign with 3 points, 3 goals, and a clean sheet. We're still, as Arsenal manager, undefeated in the league, which is absolutely incredible, and we're going to try and continue that for as long as possible. This team is just so much fun to play with. Right, last episode we had the whole Jack Wilshere wheeling and dealing with Everton, and they have accepted to the 35 million. Jack Wilshere's accepted the move to Everton, which means we have 29.5 million allocated to our transfer budget. Jack Wilshere, long-time Arsenal player at this point in time, but I think he deserves to be getting first-team football, and he's not going to get it at Arsenal, and I don't think he's going to get it at any of the top 4 teams. I think Everton is right where Jack Wilshere's skill level is at. That sort of mid-table team fighting for Europa League, fighting for Champions League. I wish him the best of luck as long as he doesn't perform really well against us. And yeah, 35 million, 29.5 million. I'm happy with that. I'd rather have that than Jack Wilshere, to be honest with you. Okay, we have an offer here for Magalhaes to go out on loan to Brighton. I think this is a good move for him. Get some more game time. If this guy could hit high 70s, he could be a really good centre-back. So I want him to get some game time, and also to be good for our wages as well. Okay, we have this game against Sheffield Wednesday at home, a game that I'm going to simulate because we're in the transfer window and I just want to sort of get things done. We're going to be playing a full-strength lineup because they've all had a time to rest, a chance to rest, and just looking at that team, it even just looks good on paper. Lacazette, Rodriguez, Sterling, Campbell, Verratti, it just looks so good. They actually have, where is he? Mateus Pereira. number 19 there on the bench, who's from Sporting Club de Portugal initially, and he's a really good player, and I'm pretty sure he's one of their best players. I don't know why he's on the bench, but they actually signed him, which is interesting. And he's really, really good. I was considering getting him, but we have so many wingers that we really don't need to get him, as we pull out a 2-0 result. My bad, 3-0 result here, with Welbeck scoring off the bench, along with Sterling and Davis. Very happy with that. 2 3-0 wins in the first 2 games. Good way to start the campaign, no doubt about that. Okay, this might be a bit of a weird one. Centre-back, I don't really need a centre-back, but Stefan Sparagna is actually one of my favourite centre-backs for career mode. I think he I don't know what it is about him. It's not that his stats are a lot better than everybody else's, but he really just looks like a footballer. Like, when I look at him, I think, yeah, this guy could actually be a big centre-back one day. He could be like one of the biggest centre-backs in the world one day. Not size-wise, but name-wise. And I don't know what it is about him that I like so much. Maybe it's because his hair, maybe it's his facial hair. I don't know, but I love this kid, and I always try and sign him in career modes because I know he's an absolute machine. So I need a backup centre-back, and although Gabriel is 82 rated, and he's really, really good, he's been a really good backup centre-back, and he's tall as well, which I like in centre-backs. I want to bring in Sparagna as a backup centre-back, so I'm just going to go for a straight deal. He only has less than 1 year remaining, so they should accept this. I don't know if you guys agree with this decision. It's only a backup centre-back, so I don't know. He's a bit younger than Gabriel. I think Gabriel right now is the better centre-back, I'll be honest, but I just love this kid. I don't know what it is about him, but I freaking love him. I've discovered him last FIFA in FIFA 15, and ever since then, he's been one of my favourite players to buy in career mode. So we're going to try and get him in, especially because he's grown really well in this career mode. Sometimes he doesn't grow, sometimes he grows. But 81 rated, he could come in and do a job as a backup centre-back. I'd be pretty happy to have him in the team. Okay, as I expected, Marseille accept the deal because Gabriel's base value is like 18 million. So let's bring this guy in, 130k a week. We'll tell him we'll be a squad rotational player. He should accept that, moving from Marseille to Arsenal, getting paid a lot more. I think he should accept that as a squad rotational player, and that'll be, I think, a good role for him as well. Alright, Sparagna did accept the deal. We're going to bring him in, and bringing him in is actually going to give us money rather than take money away from us, which is freaking incredible. I'm really happy to have this guy in the team. Gabriel, I am a fan of Gabriel. I think he's a really good centre-back, but I just want to freshen things up a little bit, and I think Stefan Sparagna is going to be a really good acquisition. Right, we have another Premier League game against Sunderland away, a game I'm going to simulate because we're in the transfer window. Otherwise, I'd probably play this game, especially away. I'm a little bit apprehensive about simulating it because you know how away games are in FIFA. James puts us up 1-0 early on. Looking at their team, there's nothing stands out too much. It's pretty much just the Sunderland team that you'd see right now. Kostic is actually a very good player. Van Aanholt is a good player. As I said that, Kostic scored, which means I'm right. He is a good player. But 2-1, 3-1 thanks to a penalty. Looks like James is our designated penalty taker. I got nothing against that. He's a good set piece taker. 3-1 away win, which means we've scored 9 goals in 3 games. I'm pretty happy with that. And we concede our first goal as well, which again, I'm not too upset about that. 3-1. 3 points. Okay, the last game for August is this Capital One Cup, a game against Leicester that I'm also going to simulate with the rest squad, the Cup squad, I guess you could call it. Maitland-Niles is in there, Rennie Adelaide is in there. I mean, you name it, they're in there. Spadania's making his debut as well, playing alongside Davis. I think that's a pretty strong lineup, despite it being our second lineup. On Leicester's side of things, pretty much what you'd expect from Leicester. Obviously, their team looks pretty much the same to me. I don't know who Dodu and Dermich are. But other than that, the team looks pretty much the same. Mahrez getting substituted off, probably not the best decision. But Fekir picks up a brace and we advance through the Capital One Cup with ease. Right guys, we are at transfer deadline day and Cech still hasn't moved. Despite being unsettled, despite telling me that he wants to leave the club, he hasn't moved. And I'm very, very scared. This has happened to me before in career modes. And if we're not going to get any offers for Cech, but he's going to leave at the end of deadline day. And I don't want that to happen. It's happened to me before in career modes where a player said that they want to leave, but then we never get any offers for them. And at the end of deadline day, usually it says player sold and the board sells him for you. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want Ospina to be our starting goalkeeper. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sign a goalkeeper here. So I took the liberty of looking for some goalkeepers, and these are the ones that I found that we could potentially sign. It's a very sticky situation because if Cech doesn't leave, then I don't know what's going to happen. And I don't necessarily want to swap Cech because I kind of want Cech to save, but I've had this situation where he's left before, so we're just going to sign a keeper out and out. We might trade Ospina, actually, and if Cech stays, this could be a backup goalkeeper. So we have Mark Vidal, Kivrak, we have Anthony Lopez, we have Sommer, we have Juan Carlos, all very good goalkeepers. The one I really want to go for, I think, is maybe Mark Vidal here, but he costs so much. I'm going to offer for all of them, and whichever team accepts, we're just going to play it by ear. We're just going to go for whoever accepts Ospina in a trade and however much money they want. So we're going to offer Ospina and a bit of money for everybody, and we'll see what all these teams say. Right, so the 3 teams that came back accepting the Ospina deal was Borussia Mönchengladbach for Sommer, Dortmund for Anthony Lopez, and Lyon for Kivrak. We're going to start with Kivrak. They want 13.5 plus Ospina. We're going to straight up offer it. Dortmund want 22 plus Anthony Lopez. We're going to go ahead and offer 15, and we'll see what they say to that. And Borussia Mönchengladbach ask for 32 million plus Jan Sommer. I'm only going to go 15, and if they don't accept it, we're going to cut that out. So it looks like Kivrak and Anthony Lopez are the 2 goalkeepers that we could potentially be signing. This is a really sticky situation, guys. Right, Borussia Mönchengladbach are out of the race, but both Dortmund and Lyon accepted the deal. To be honest, if I had my pick, I'd probably go for Anthony Lopez because they're the same rating, but Lopez is a little bit younger. We're going to offer them both squad rotational from the beginning. If one of them accepts that, I'm fucking taking it. But if they both say that they want a crucial first-team player role or important first-team player role, that's fine as well. But as you can see, they're both 83 rated. Kivrak's 31 and Anthony Lopez is 28. So let's see what happens, boys. I don't like being in this situation, but we're forced into it, unfortunately. Right, they both declined, so what we're going to do is we're going to offer them the roles that they have at their team. So an important first-team player for Anthony Lopez and a crucial first-team player for Kivrak. And as you can see, both keepers have accepted the deals. Like I said, they're both good. They're both 83 rated, but I'm going to have to go with Anthony Lopez on this, just purely based on the age. I'm going to bring in Anthony Lopez. I hope Cech doesn't leave, but we're gonna see sooner or later if he does or not. And if you're wondering why I didn't sign Courtois, if I didn't mention it, it said he recently joined. So he probably joined in January of last season, and therefore we can't sign him, which is really unfortunate. He's the player that I would want to sign. If Cech leaves, and if Anthony Lopez becomes our first goalkeeper, we'll try signing Courtois either in January or next summer, because I would love to have him at Arsenal. It's just that we can't get him now. We can't get him or Cillessen, and signing Neuer is pretty unrealistic for Arsenal. So we're just going to play out this first half of the season. If we can sign him in January, we'll sign him in January. Right, 1 hour remaining. I thought I'd let you guys see how much we spent and how much we profited. 65 million spent, 38 million profit, not the worst. Taking a look at the biggest deals of the window, Dybala moving to PSG for 60.5 million, Sanchez moving to United for 57.5, and Goetze moving to Chelsea, as you can see, from Bayern Munich, 56.5. Let's see if I was correct. Is it going to happen? Is Cech going to move? Is the board going to sell him? Deadline day has ended. There's 2 emails there. Player sold. That's got to be Cech. He has left to Borussia Dortmund. I knew it. I knew this would happen, this stupid bug. It always happens when a players are unsettled or not happy and they've told you they want to leave, but you get no offers for them. They leave at deadline day at the last hour and you have no time to sign anyone. I just remembered on deadline day, so I couldn't really do an expansive goalkeeper search. Anthony Lopez is going to be our goalkeeper for this, at least the first half of the season. If he performs well, I'd love to have him for the rest of the season. I actually like Anthony Lopez a lot. We probably could have got a better goalkeeper, but Anthony Lopez, I feel like, can do a job. But we've lost Ospina and Cech to bring in Anthony Lopez. So I hope Lopez just doesn't get injured. That's the only thing that This is really annoying, though, because I liked Cech and he was performing really well. So Lopez has some really, really big shoes to fill. Again, if Lopez doesn't work out, in January we'll sign Courtois. Don't worry about it. If he does work out, we'll probably still sign Courtois, but next season. And that's pretty much it. Alright, that's our starting lineup going into this season, guys. I don't know if you guys like the team or not compared to last season's team. The overalls, let's be honest, the overalls, especially, I mean, we got rid of Benzema, who was 90, for Lacazette, who's 88. We lost overall there. Ozil was 89 for Rodriguez. We gained there. Conor Planka was 87. Sterling's now 85. We lost there. So overall-wise, and then you look at Cech and Anthony Lopez, we lost there as well. Overall-wise, the team has decreased. But I think gameplay-wise, I think Lacazette's better than Benzema. I think Rodriguez is better than Ozil. And I think Sterling's better than Conor Planka. I'm not going to say Lopez is better than Cech because I don't think so. But I still think that we've done really well. Bellerin's just gone up by 1. Guy has just gone up by 1. And Sterling has just gone up by 1. So those 3 overalls have just gone up by 1 just now, recently. So Bellerin is now an 80 rated right back. And he's looking insane. And I love Bellerin. But that's our starting lineup, guys. Do you think we had a good window or a bad window? The Petre Cech thing, that's just completely stupid. It's rubbish, but we're going to have to deal with it. This happens in football sometimes, and you have to deal with it, and we're going to deal with it. Don't worry. Lopez, look, his goalkeeping stats are fantastic. 90 reflexes and 89 diving. Granted, handling, kicking, especially the handling, but the kicking and positioning aren't the best. Positioning 80, not bad, but he's a reflex goalkeeper. Very, very good. All right, guys? So give him a chance, and hopefully he performs. I just don't want him to get injured, because after him, Martinez is our next goalkeeper. So I really don't want him to get injured. Just please, EA, do not injure Anthony Lopez. That's the one thing I don't want happening. But that's it for today's episode, guys. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash a like on the video. 150 likes would be fantastic. Of course, your support is greatly appreciated. You guys are absolutely amazing. That's what the league table looks like at the moment. Few teams have played 4 games. Few teams have played 3 games. We have a perfect record going into our 4th game, which will happen in the next episode. We'll have a few more games as well. Let me know for this season how many games you'd like to see us play in the Premier League. Do you want to see every single game? Do you think we should be simming games against teams in the bottom half of the table? What exactly would you guys like to see? I feel like simming some games and playing some games, it's a nice mixture, and it gets through the season a little bit quicker. But we'll definitely be playing more than 1 game an episode. That's just for this episode when we're in the transfer window. But that's it, guys. Let me know down in the comment section below. Give me your opinions on the team and how many games you want to see simmed and how many games you want to see played. I hope you're having a good day. I'm going to get up out of here, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Keep it real.